Welcome all to the Functionised Podcast. Happy freaking Friday. Here we are. Before we get going with our special guest, I want to give a big thanks to, it's all the small things too. All right, so Dennis Flanagan, thank you for this notepad, believe it or not. We use these around the lab and the clinic all the time. And Matthew Schultz, thank you very much for not only hiring Dennis, but laying down the tracks for the upcoming movie, The Keto Project. Still due out in November. So it's coming. I know everyone's excited about it, and I'm even more excited about it. So it's looking great in the editing room, and it will be nationwide once it happens. We also have the Fit Advantage. Come on, people, let's get the lighting to see this. Fit Advantage, we'll post a bunch of pictures. If you listen to this podcast today, which is going to be remastered, it's going to be remastered and coming out Friday of next week on the podcast player. Pick a podcast player, your favorite one. It will be there. We'll put the link to Fit Advantage, and you'll get a permanent BOGO on there. This stuff is amazing for reducing inflammation, helping sleep, and, well, come on. It's Delta 8, so you can figure out the rest of that if you take enough of them. Our guest today is the one, the only, 9-0. Antonio Tarver Jr. What's up, Antonio?
What's up, baby? Hey, don't forget about the T2, Jim.
I am not forgetting about the T2. Baby. Team T2. I've been wearing my gear training today. I'm a little motivated, inspired. Shantae wears her hat a lot. I got to tell you, it's some good stuff. Antonio, where did you guys come up with that logo?
Man, it's crazy that you say that, man. I was walking in Target one day. And I was looking for a logo. I've been looking around, I was looking around at the time probably for about, probably like 6-7 months. I was just trying to, nothing really fit me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, my first logo was like too big. It was just like too much going on. And I was in Target and I met a guy named Eddie. And he was just like, Tony, man, he's like, I know your dad. I know this, da, da, da. He's like, I make logos for a lot of people. So I was like, all right, cool. He was like, man, can I try yours? I'm like, yeah. And he gave me 5 different logos with the meaning behind all of them. Okay. I was like, I never seen that before. So I picked this one because it had it was the T, and you see how the sword coming in, kind of between the two. Part.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's it's stuck in, and you know what I'm saying? It's called armor, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, that's what's up. That was cool. So I was like, I liked it, and it fit me too, so come on the second coming, y'all know my dad, Antonio Tarver, but I'm T2 activated.
I like that activated part.
Yeah.
It's
only activated when it's fight time, though. You know what I'm saying? So.
Like big, giant, cuddly teddy bear between fights, but you get in the ring and watch out.
Yeah, watch out. It's a killer. It's a killer on your hands, definitely.
Before we get into the boxing, let me ask, how did you get into the sport? What was kind of your upbringing and the evolution to where you are today?
Man, it was I'm glad you said that. I was around it all my life, honestly, man. My dad went to the 1996 Olympics with some of the best fighters today, and my dad, Antonio Tarver, Mayweather, he was on the Olympic team. Fernando Vargas, all those guys did great, and I seen all those guys, come up, so. From when they was and I was just a little kid at the time, but I was very observant about what was going on at the time, man. And I always had a love for it though. Always, I love basketball too. I play that a lot, but I just always had a love for basketball. I've been around. Boxing. I've been around it all my life. I seen all the big fights that my dad was in, so I think that kind of helped me gravitate to the sport. But I never really wanted to box. I knew I can fight, I knew I could, somebody mess with me, I'll boop, 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 knock them out, beat them up, you know what I'm saying? But I never knew I can actually be really good at it, and actually it came to me pretty easily. So, once I kind of moved down to Tampa, and I left Daytona Beach. I'm from Daytona Beach. I was born in Orlando, but I grew up in Daytona Beach with my mother, and when I moved to Tampa with my dad, man, and I started boxing. I tried to do it. My dad was like, man, I don't know if you want to box, because he didn't want me to box either.
Parent wants a kid to box. I mean, seriously, right?
No, yeah, absolutely. Who does? You know what I'm saying? It's a tough sport. It's definitely a tough sport, and I learned that through my years, obviously. But when I found out I can be really good at it, I said, you know what? Hey, look, I might well throw all my eggs in one basket and see how good I can be. You know, so
What age were you
definitely
with your first professional fight?
26.
Okay.
I turned pro at 26. I started boxing at about 21.
Okay. So you've had an evolution over the years, if you would.
Yeah, I kind of got better as the time went on.
Oh,
Like
how do you think a
most people kind of
26-year-old
like,
version would fare against
yeah,
you?
like you know what I'm saying.
What
So
happened?
like people say, hey, you're getting a little older, blah blah blah. I'm like, man, look, I'm not old in the sport. I'm 34, but I'm not old in the sport, man. I'm very young. I don't have the wear and tear. I didn't fight when I was 13, 14, even 15. So I didn't
Right.
start fighting when I was 20. I didn't take any beatings or anything like that. So we getting ready, to quest to the title, man, in the next year or two. So we definitely trying to get there.
So when you see like little kids, like Xander sitting over here, for instance, and
Yeah.
they're getting in the ring and they're getting knocked out. I mean, seriously, I'm sure you've seen that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
feel that they would fare if they just waited a little longer down the road to let their bodies develop and mature more before they take a beating.
Absolutely. I would think so, but also you never know, if you get it young, you understand it, you can be a phenom and, do your thing at the age, by the age 19, 20, man, you in there, you're doing your thing. By the time you hit 26, 27, you can go and retire, so it's a double-edged sword,
True. Very true.
It's a double-edged sword, you never know, like with me, my upcoming was a little different, so with me, I just say that I always had the talent. I've always been an athlete, and at all times, I've always been there. I could play football, basketball. I could even play soccer if I wanted to. I always have been an all-around athlete. So at the end of the day, it all depends, man. It all depends on who the person is and how dedicated they are to the sport. And it's a really hard sport, but you just got to stay grinding. Just like you go to college, 5, 6 years, 7 years, you just got to stay down with it. And the next thing you know, hey, boom, the lights come on. I'm hope you're ready for it, because if you're not, you're in trouble.
Very true. Hey, what other sport, if it weren't boxing, do you think that you'd want to devote yourself to?
It's a tough question, Jim. That's a tough question. I would probably say basketball. I'm a little short, but man, I always had a good shot. I was always quick, always could play good defense. So I would say that's what I really wanted to do at first. Before I've been in love with boxing, but before I chose boxing to be my career, I really wanted to just go overseas and play ball and travel. That was my whole thing for a while. But then, I kind of was like, I did 2 years in school a little bit, and it was kind of like the practices and everything was crazy, like 4 a.m. swimming workouts, like, like it was crazy. Then after that, like 12 o'clock, we had like another workout, and then like by the time we went back to school, it was like I'm going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So it was a tough situation. Well, I learned a lot during that time I was in college, but I decided to start boxing and look what it can bring. My dad showed me that, what it can bring, and you take care of your family, you can be recognized, and I just want to really help people and take care of my people.
Of course. I mean, at the end of the day, you just want to take care of your family and put a roof over their head and food on the table, and anything else on top of that is just a little extra, right?
Little icing on the cake. That's it.
So let me ask, you brought up your dad before. I know he calls you Junior. Do you have a nickname that you've kind of grown up with? I haven't heard any Magic Man or anything like that come at you yet.
All right, so like back where I used to stay at, it's one nickname I never really told anybody this. So my grandpa and mom's side used to always call me Pookie. So you see why I ain't tell nobody right now.
Now introducing Pookie, undefeated.
Pookie. It's not good. It's just not good at all. But no, my dad always called me Junior. It's just he always did that. He just, hey Junior, what's up, TA or Tarver? He called me Tarver sometimes. I don't know why, but he's just like, hey Tarver, come here. But,
and then if you're at a family function, 10 people turn around. Yeah.
Like what? Like, Junior, but now he calls me Junior, so it's cool, man. It's all good. It's all love, yeah.
You've been working. I mean, you've been surrounded your entire life by great boxers. You really have. I mean, you've been very fortunate to be surrounded by peers that are truly great boxers.
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
you got guys nowadays coming off of YouTube, for instance, that have never boxed really in their life, and they're actually winning. To which, just waiting, I thought a while ago someone would step in, knock out John Paul, call it a day. He makes a few million and, has some stories to tell, but he keeps winning. And now he's
Yeah.
getting into the octagon. How do you feel about guys that have really no background, no experience, no business getting in there, but they're finding success?
Oh man, I'm not a hater. Teach his own. He doing his thing. He making his money. He just became a promoter too. I think with
Yep.
Eddie Hearns. Yeah, with Eddie Hearn. So yeah, man. I don't knock it. I feel like he need to fight better opposition if he's trying to show that he's a legitimate boxer. But nah,
Let
no
me,
hate at all.
so let me ask,
But they picking him real good though.
what's
He not really
legitimate
fighting.
then?
Huh?
What's legitimate opponents then?
Yeah,
And
just get some legitimate opponents. It ain't gotta be a crazy. Ain't nobody looking for him to fight anybody. Crazy like 5-10. I mean 5-0 or anything like that with 5 knockouts. But at least get somebody 3-0.
Right.
3-1, something like that. That's been in boxing, and then then you can show us, and then maybe somebody will respect you in the boxing game. But until then, I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's interesting. Nobody respects him in the boxing game, but all the fans keep paying him the money. So what does he care?
Oh, that's due to his YouTube. That's due to his YouTube.
Of course.
Family over there, man. So he did it right though. He waited to the right time to do it. It was the perfect time. Obviously, he obviously calculated that perfectly. So
let me ask: when it comes down to legitimacy and fighters and your own career, you're 9-0. It's definitely nothing to be sloughed at. 10-0, it's coming up. I'm confident in that. The way you looked in the last fight, man, I'm pretty sure you could have done a double header, triple header on that one. Who's next? Come on, run a gauntlet.
Yeah, that was pretty. I made that look really easy. I'm trying to step it up. Maybe June or July. I'm looking at July for sure. If June come up and something come up really nice, and I can't refuse. But I'm definitely trying to step it up, man. At least somebody better than my record. I'm 9-0 with 6 knockouts. So anybody that's 10, 12, 13, even 14-0, 14-1, 14-2. Let's make it happen, man. Like, call my name and we're ready to go. Just send a contract, make sure the paper right.
Out there, start talking some trash, and let's do it.
I think I might have to, man. I think
Cool.
I'm pretty chill and cool, as you know, Jim. I'm just I'm cool, calm, and collected. I like to have my work. I like to make my work do the talking. For the most part. But it seemed like they're not really feeling me just now, so it's too yet. But the boxing world need to come on, man. Put me on TV. Let's go, man. We ready to make some noise for sure. At 154 pounds, T2, we coming.
Do you have anybody specifically you might like to fight? Anybody call out who does have a record that could be intrigued here?
It's a couple different, I got my eyes on a couple different people. I can't, really say, but at the end of the day, I just want somebody that's relevant and that can match up with me and think they can beat me. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't had anybody call my name out or even say, "Hey, look, I'll fight Tarver Jr." Unless they're like a lower record, but I need something better, man. I've been working too hard and busting my ass too long.
Yeah, you have.
Taking in everything, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a while. Like I said, I went pro at 26 years old. So right now, man, I'm really looking for the big fights to legitimize my name at 154 pounds. And I want all the smoke. I ain't running from no smoke. So send a contract, Showtime, DAZN, Mayweather Promotions, PBC, all y'all guys. Come on, man. Get me back in the mix.
So back in the day, there's this guy. I was just finishing undergrad. I was over at Harbor Island, just cutting my teeth, getting my start. I wanted to get into pro sports as a strength and conditioning coach. And there's this guy that came up to me. I didn't know him from Adam. He asked some of the crazy stuff that I was doing for myself over there, a lot of functional training. He was some skinny guy that he's like, he doesn't know anything, but I'm with him. So he and I started showing him some things.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he comes out of the blue and says this craziest thing in the world, that he's going to beat Roy Jones Jr. At the time, was pound for pound the greatest boxer going. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, all right, you're on crack, whatever."
Like,
I go home, still living with 10 roommates at the time. You're still in college.
yeah.
How it works. You got to find a place that you'll like, which is way
Yeah.
over your head, and then let's afford it together.
Yeah.
So my other roommate, who's huge into boxing, pulls up on YouTube, and sure enough, your dad is calling out at a press conference after a fight, Roy Jones Jr., and he's talking some smack that I have not heard before. It's like he just voted him in, hooked him, and pulled him in and said, "You're mine now.
I got this big fish.
I want you. You got nothing on me." Have you thought about going into any post-fight conferences of somebody that you might want to fight? Call them on out and really make a spectacle. I mean, we know it's a show at the end of the day, so I'm sure the opponent would kind of be welcome to it if it brings a few digits.
Absolutely. I can't say just a little sneak peek, but in the near future, man, we definitely trying to do that. It might not be it ain't too many people like my dad. It ain't too many people like him. Like, I can talk my smack, but I'm more calm, cool, and collective. But I definitely gonna call out some fires and definitely get some traction going with those guys, man, and see what they all about, man. Because I just think my two hands are better than theirs, and y'all got to come show it. Y'all got to come prove it to me.
They better. They absolutely
got to. They got to, Jim. They got to come on, man. They can't stop it, man.
While I don't like bringing up movies so much, there's a part of a certain boxing movie where the heavyweight champ, the legend, has been seen as just a legend, a hard-nosed fighter. I mean, he likes to go toe-to-toe. And his opponent, Mason Line Dixon, is the champion.
Yeah.
And his team told him that you've never fought a guy like this before. I know he's old, he's over the hill, but somebody that's going to push you to your limits. Got to ask, are you ready for that guy? Somewhere out there is somebody that's going to push you to your limits. He's going to knock you down. You're going to have to go into the final round, and it's either going to knock him out or you lose. Are you going to be ready for that?
I am, Jim. That's what we work. That's why we work so hard in the gym. That's why I got people to help me get in shape, make sure I'm good to go, like Functionised and like Functionised and Ralph at
Ralph, yep.
Ralph,
Ralph, absolutely. Ralph Ruiz is one.
Ralph Ruiz.
Smartest guys I know. He's inspired me.
He's a beast. And, I go to him about 3-4 times a week. He get me right, and it's crazy, man. Athlete at ASAP. That's his Logan. But man, I think I'm ready, man. I don't think I'm ready. I know I'm ready. I've been knocking these guys out of the park. Every fight I get, it seems like it's getting a little easier and a little easier. So I think it's time for me to step it up, get into the rankings, and get closer to that title by the end of the year. And that's my goal.
Now in boxing, as you know, it's kind of become watered down with more than one belt. It used to be the heavyweight champ of the world, at different weight classes of the world, and now we got like 4 belts listed on ESPN, not to mention the other 6 not listed on ESPN. So
they got a lot of them.
Is there anyone in particular that's holding a belt that you're looking at like that's the guy?
Oh, of course, that's man.
Yep.
It's a good fight coming on. I want to say May 14th. I want to say, if I'm correct. I don't know. I think I am. Charlo and Castillo, if I'm pronouncing the name right. Mm-hmm. That's a unification bout, with those 2 great fighters, and whoever wins take all the belts. So I don't know how long they're going to be on top or how long they're going to keep the crown, but I'm definitely coming for all those.
Until you step in the ring with them. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
As long as you want, and once I get in the ring,
it's a little different.
Hand it over.
Hand it over. If not, I guess I'm gonna just have to take it. So
Yes.
And that's what the sport is about. Jim, man, is best fighting the best. Showing who prevail in hard fights, showing who really is a champion, and different. And how can you make those adjustments in and out of the ring, you know what I'm saying, or inside the ring when you
Mm-hmm.
do get hit in the mouth or when you do get knocked out? Are you smart enough? Do you understand where you at the time? Do you understand if you down or if you're down on the scorecards? Do you know what you need to do to get back into the fight to make sure that it's a close fight and make sure you edge the W? So I think I got all that knowledge and experience in my head, and I got taught by my dad. I got taught by my dad trainer, Jimmy Williams, the master trainer, and I just think that I'm levels ahead of these guys, and only time will tell, of course, but throw me in the ring, man, and see what I got.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's talk training here. What does a
Okay.
typical training week look like for you? And how does that change during the off season, if there really ever is an off season, when you're taking a month or two off or whatever it may be to let your body recover and heal versus you're in camp, something's coming up?
Well, in this period of my life right now, man, I'm just trying to stay in the gym, stay sharp, stay lean, of course, not gain so much weight in between fights. Don't take too much of a lax in between, because, as you get older, you build a little more muscle. So the weight kind of gain on you a little bit. So
Yeah, we'll call it
now
muscle.
I'm at the point where, but it's still not hard for me to make 154. It's, I done did it in a month. I done did it in,
It seems like
2
the last time
months.
you slept through it to make weight,
Yeah, I slept through to make weight. So, it's easy. And I still weighed in at 156, but a couple, like 4 or 5 hours before that, I was 54, So, it's all about how you do it and how you taking care of your body, man. I do a lot of recovery in between the week, All right, so look, this is a week of my training. So Monday, I go to Ralph early in the morning. 5:30
Mm-hmm.
early in the morning,
I
go
remember
work out.
those days with him.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'll work out, leave there. I'll probably come home, get me some rest, leave there, come home, get some rest, go to the gym with my pops around like 2-3. We'll do like a 3-4 hour workout. I hit my abs then I'll probably hit a recovery, and then I'll go for a nice little stroller run, maybe like 3-4 miles. Every once in a while I do like 6 or 7, but it just all depends on how I'm feeling, how my weight looking.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, that's it. Just staying consistent, I think, is the most important thing in the boxing sport, because if you don't stay consistent, then your fans don't have anything to look forward to. They just like, oh, what is he doing? And that kind of was my downfall, when I was and when I first hit the game, because I just felt like, not that, oh well, I just wasn't like all into the like social media stuff, you know what I'm saying? I was just more so like, look, I'm gonna just let my work do the talking, whoever they put in front of me, I'll fight them. But now in this era is more, social media, what you're doing right now, what is your everyday details. So,
Right.
So I try to keep the fans engaged, but we definitely coming this year, man. And somebody got to stop me. I don't think nobody can. So
Imagine going out for an entire day and just being able to do a run and not have to like record your feet and post the time on there.
oh yeah, I know you see me a
That'd
couple
be
of
weird,
times.
right? Posting without
Yeah,
showing
just like,
feet running.
yeah, like while I'm tired, I'm like, let me just try to catch my
Exactly.
feet, right? Yeah, like it's crazy, like what I'm saying, things you do, what I'm saying, but it's just, it's good to keep the fans engaged, and it's kind of, it get a little fun, because like you're running your own business, you
Mm-hmm.
understanding that you do have a obligation to your fans, to make sure that they know what's going on with you. And I love all y'all, by the way, every fan out there, I love y'all guys, keep supporting me. And I'm telling you, we coming this year, man, and we're not running from no smoke, but they got to be better. It got to be worth it. And I need a little strap around my waist, even if it's in a continental title or something. I need one of those. So y'all please hit me up. If y'all got one, I want some of that. So just come
And he's
holler
going
at
to
me,
take it
please.
from you guys too. He will take it
Yeah, I'm
from
going to take it from you,
you.
too. For sure.
Let me ask you, keep on bringing up recovery. So what do you do for recovery?
All right, so I do cryotherapy, the freezer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those feel great for 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. I do
You don't
that
realize why you're getting so cold and oh shit, yeah, I'm in negative 120 degrees. That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
firsthand, huh? You over there on the north side right now. No, but yeah, I do cryotherapy, infrared lights. Also a little infrared sauna just to keep my little sweat going. And Normatec. I do a lot of Normatec too. You know, the little
Boots.
the pants and the boots, and the arms. I do a lot of that because my arms be kind of a little tight a little bit after training and stuff like that. But those, I'm telling you, man, those things keep me really, and a little hot yoga too. I do a little hot yoga too, just to keep my little flexibility going. You know, make sure I can be able to dodge these punches and slip and slide a little bit. But
it's interesting bringing it up. Every athlete that I've ever talked to that has incorporated yoga, their careers take a few bumps up somehow. They just have better control of the body and their mind, and they perform better.
Yeah, and they perform. And then also, man, it's this technology called Bellaby, man. I don't know if anybody knows about it. But man, like before my last fight, it's like a little device and you just put on your head. I think it's like electric shocks through your head. And is that true? I think it's true.
It's pulsed electromagnetic frequency.
Magnetic frequency. Okay,
yep.
Cool.
No electric shock, just magnetic shocks.
Oh, so magnetic shocks. I'm sorry, excuse me. But no, it's it really helped me concentrate a lot better and sleep a lot better. And like I was so locked in that fight, it was insane. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it could have been anybody in there. They would have been gone. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been crazy. But that definitely helps a lot though with my sleeping, because it's hard for me to sleep sometimes. So I use that for sleeping, and also I use that for concentration and meditation too. So.
Good, but get another question coming from the gallery here. Yeah, Bubba.
So, like you said, I also do it like before school, the Bellaby, and it helps me like focus. Like when I'm doing like math, for instance, it helps me focus more, because then if I have like a test coming up, I know what I'm doing and what it is.
Okay.
So,
and how about you about for practices and games? Does it work good for you there too?
Yeah, it helps you like focus on like the baseball when it's coming at me and what I should hit.
So,
that's what's up.
One athlete to another. Everyone's using the Bellaby, the pulse electromagnetic frequency, and you guys are having success with this. So,
Bellaby serious, man. I'm telling you, it's good. It's good, man. It's for concentration and, like he said, like your son said, focus, man. I was so locked in my training camp. I did. I want to say, well, we was training for about two months already, just staying in shape. You good, son? You good? You good? We was training for about 2 months, and it was, we were just easing into it until we got a date, and then when we got a date, it was a beautiful thing, man. And everything just worked together. So we try and do that again, June or July, and we want some big names out there, man. Prospects. ASAP. We need y'all to come on.
How tough is this waiting? You're training every day for a specific goal, and you need literally to knock over people to do it. But nobody is standing up in front of you to be knocked over. How frustrating is that?
Oh man, it's a little frustrating. But with me and me seeing the things my dad had to go through, the things that all the greats had to go through, Marvin Hagler, all these guys that was kind of in the dark and couldn't really get to the light. It took a certain individual to make that happen, and a special individual. And I think I'm one of those special individuals, So, just got to stay down, stay grinding, never give up hope, put God first for sure. And, keep pushing, man. Just anybody out there that's, feel like, hey, look, man, I can't. It's getting hard. Even if you're coming against me, look, keep your head up, keep focused, keep grinding. I don't know, you might come up short coming against me, but focus. Keep focused, keep grinding, man, and your dreams will come true, man. I truly believe that, God don't make any mistakes. I don't have all this talent, all these skills for nothing. I know they see me, and I'm just ready for them to see me on TV. I need a TV date. Put me on TV and see what I can do. And I promise you the fans will fall in love.
I've seen you fight numerous times. They will. They very much will. And when you're talking about the fans, and I love each and every one of them, I can attest firsthand after Antonio's last fight. He took photos with every single person in the arena. He did not say, no, I'm tired. I'm going to go get some meal. I got to go party. I'm going to bed. Any of that. you stayed in front and took a photo and met everybody and talked to them. And that's kind of rare. It really is.
It was crazy, man. That Target Promotions, we threw that. That was a great event. And everybody came out, man, and they showed love. The city came out. I was happy you came out. You waited for me to take all the pictures with everybody, then you came over. But that was pretty cool. But I was there for at least an hour and a half, man. Just
You were
embracing it. I always seen Muhammad Ali do it. I always seen the greats, show their fans that, hey, look, we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, thanks for coming out. If I could have gave everybody a shirt and an autograph, I would have did it. So,
there's a difference. There's a guy, for his own sake, I won't mention his name, but he's down in Tampa. He used to play for the Yankees. And when I first got to UT, the team had just won the national title the year before. Hence part of the recruitment process. Yeah, I want to go there. And I was invited to the ring ceremony, which was real nice. And there was a lot of the guys, the Yankees were there. And one of the guys, there was a nice old lady, one of the mothers or grandmothers.
Yeah.
Said, "Are you the guy that hit all those home runs in the World Series?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm him." And he just put his head down and walked away and ate some food instead of engaging her a little bit. He never blew up to be a big-time player.
Yeah.
But other guys who are big-time players, who are all-stars, I see them before the games all the time, signing autographs, talking to everybody in there because they bought the ticket that day to see that person.
Yeah.
If they don't play, if they don't show up, if they don't do anything, the person's going to be disappointed and you lose a fan. So everything you're doing, people are going to love that.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to keep all my fans. I need them all, baby. I want to be the people's champion, All
right, Rock. You talked before about making some adjustments in the ring. How much of that is you? How much of that is your corner?
A lot of it has to do with my corner. My dad don't say too much. Sherman Henson doesn't say too much. They keep it real cutthroat and short and sweet. If they think I'm down in the fight, they'll let me know. Hey, Tarver, hey, look, man, looking like you're down, you got to pick it up. Certain words that we say that we know we need to do, and I can fight any type of way. And I think it's all about your training and preparation, with your adjustments. You got to have great sparring. You got to be able to have great sparring, different looks. So then when those type of things happen in a fight, you better make those adjustments and not think about it. You know what I'm saying? Not too much like, oh, I got to do this right now. It's like, it should be like rapid thinking. You know what I'm saying? You already know what you're doing when you're doing it. Just whatever position you're in, you just got to be able to do it. But my corner is really good, man. I have to say it. One of the best corner team in the business right now. Until we get our shot, then they'll see. But for sure, man, I think I got some of the best people in my.
You got a heck of a team. You really do.
Yeah, my dad, my cut lady, great. She was doing my dad for years. So it was just like, everything got kind of, everything's kind of in-house.
It really is, right?
There's not too many people on the outside, but when we get together, man, and we all clicking on all cylinders, man, it gets ugly, man. It's get real sweet. It's a sweet thing, man. And a lot of that is due to me because I push myself too. They don't have to like, hey, Junior, go run, or Junior, go do this. Ain't nobody telling me that. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing that on my own. If I feel like after we have this interview, I'm like, man, I need to go take me a little 6-mile run. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anybody telling me, hey, Tony, you need to do this or go harder. Like, I already know what I want, and I want to be champion. I want to be, the people's champion. I want to be able to shed light on everybody if I can. You know what I'm saying? If they had a little light, I want to put a bright light on them and shine. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of guy I am, man. But I'm definitely killing that ring, man. I just, I respect the game too much. I don't know if that's a thing, but I respect it. I understand that, hey, look, one shot can change the game. One shot can hurt me. One shot maybe can put me in a wheelchair. So when I'm training, those are things that I think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might mix it up a little bit. I might take a couple of chances, but I'm full aware of what I'm doing because at the end of the day, I'm conscious about what I'm doing because I'm telling you, man, one shot can end the game. You know what I'm saying? And or make your speech slur a little bit or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's a contact sport. You know what I'm saying? Like,
slightly.
You got to be careful. So protect yourself at all times. Keep your hands up, and keep bobbing and weaving.
Now, when you were first starting out, how much of the instruction you got was just nonstop? Okay, you're going to run 2 miles today. You got to hit the bag X number of times. Okay, you're not doing this. You got to do this before you finally started to figure it out on your own.
Oh man, it was when I first went pro when it was 2016, 26 when I went pro in 20. I think it was 2016 I went pro. But when I first went pro, I had a training camp, and with Orlando Cuellar, they got a fight on Pro Box May 20th. Pascal and I forgot the other guy's name, but they got a big fight going on over there. But he's Pascal trainer, Orlando Cuellar. But I went down to camp with him and my dad, and man, run every morning. We had to run every morning, about 4 to 5 miles, just around the gym. Then come back in the gym, do a whole training, like hit the bag 6 rounds, or we'll do hit the bag 6 rounds, then we'll hit each bag for 6 rounds, like jump around, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like 8. So it's like 8 bags, right, lined up right behind each other. You get what I'm saying? Like boom, boom, boom. So he'll have us bop, 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 duck under, go to the next bag, go to the do that for like 6 rounds, and then he had a double end bag. We had to do that. So it was just like a lot of things that I wasn't aware of. I knew that, like I said, I've been around the gym all my life. I've been seeing my dad do training camps. So I kind of knew it, but then when I went through it, that's when I realized how hard it was to be consistent. And like, I was really out of shape at the time. Like, I was pretty heavy. So it was really hard, and I had to break down in like a month and a half. I had to break it down, but we did it rapidly. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, this is crazy. Like, some days you doubted yourself, like, man, this is really for me. You know what I'm saying? But due to my athletic background, it was good. I was like, all right, cool. You gotta go through the pain. It's work. That's how I look at it. It's just work.
How about supplements? Do you take any supplements? And if so, what and why?
I take a multivitamin to keep me from getting sick from Functionised. That's pretty good. That's great, man. It helps me a lot. Keep me from not getting sick, keep all the minerals in me. And I do a little recovery too, aminos. That helps a lot too for my recovery and my body, because it's constantly sore and hurting. But that's it. Like, besides that, I don't take too much. I try to eat right, keep my food in me right, and that's about it, man. Not too much of a little bit of pre-workout too. I do a little pre-workout too. That helps a lot, just to keep me going, keep me boosted up. But not too much, nothing. Not too much, just a little bit.
I know my superstar team will work with you more on that, but when you come with the aminos, just share it here for you and everybody else listening and or watching. Yeah. I actually started taking them and putting them in a like a lemonade jar, and putting them in the fridge, so you're always cold. And morning, first thing, big tumbler. Throughout the day, big tumbler. For dinner time at night, big tumbler. Before bed, big tumbler. It just keeps it getting in more and more and more.
Yeah.
And personally, and I know you're doing a lot of cardio activity, so I've been losing a ton of weight training. I know you the same with as much as you're training, and sometimes it's tough to keep it on. So it's been working out great taking that much essential aminos.
You look pretty good over there, Jim. You looking?
Thank you. I got my own competition coming up in a couple weeks, so we both do it our own way.
What you doing? What you doing?
We got a Spartan race on the 21st in DC. Yep.
Okay, man.
7:45 start.
Man. Do your thing.
Either podium or bust. That's it.
Hey.
I've been talking to the other guys that'll be pushing me out there. I'll be pushing them, and it's going to be, as you know, towards the end of a fight, you're exhausted, you're dying, and who wants it more? It's a pure guts race at this point. We're all even. We got 100 meters to go. Which one's going to do it?
Yeah, I believe in you, Jim. Let's get it, baby.
Thanks, Antonio.
Let's do it.
Vegas. When is it? When are you going to go to Vegas next?
Man, hopefully very soon.
Is that what you're looking at as your new fight venue?
Yeah, man. We need y'all to be in Vegas or either California, man, or anywhere where those big lights are going to be, or even Madison Square Garden. I just want them to really see me.
The big one.
Yeah. I really want them to see me, man. I'm not shying away from it, man. I really want to smoke. I really want, to prove myself to the world that, hey, Tarver Jr. is for real about this and he's a serious contender. And then after that, I want those belts, man, and whoever I gotta go through to get it, that's what I gotta do, But I'm ready. I'm ready. We stand consistent right now. I just got done doing a run earlier. I'm gonna start back, full camp next week, every day, 24/7. But I'm already going like 4 or 5 times a week already. So, we stand in the gym, we stand working, and the call got to come. Showtime. Let's go, man. 9-0, 6 knockouts.
Let's do it, everybody.
It's marketable.
9-0. He's gonna be 10-0. You got to give him a shot. There's no reason why he should not have an opportunity, and it's up to him what he does with it, right?
Yeah, it's up to me, and I take that as a challenge, no pressure. No, I'm not trying to be like my dad. I'm not. None of that. I have no pressure on me whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is that I go in there and I look good doing what I do. It's just a body to me. So, you bleed just like I bleed. So, hey, give me a shot. Don't run. Don't hide, but we coming.
What's up, bud? Good.
So, what do you feel like when, like, the day? So, on the day you have a fight, what do you feel like before you fight?
So before I fight, the day before I fight?
Pre-fight, what's going on in your head? What's going on in your belly? Is that what you're pretty much asking?
Yep.
All right, so after the weigh-in, all right, let's get to the weigh-in and then go to the night. All right, so before the weigh-in, that's the day before the fight, obviously. My stomach's hurting, it's biting. That's just, it is what it is. It's just what bosses go through. The stomach start biting because you got to kind of like make weight. That's the hardest thing right now is in any fight. It's not even the fight, it's the scale. You got to beat the scale first because without the scale, it's no fight. So once I beat the scale, I'm good, boom, I'm on weight. After that, it's just all about, meditating, trying to figure out, how I'm gonna look so good in this performance that I'm about to put on for my fans. And how I'm gonna execute everything that I have worked on throughout the whole training camp, and that's the thing that I think about when I'm before my fight, how, like, whatever he gives to me, whatever my opponent comes with, I should have an answer for it. And that's what I'm kind of visualizing and how the fight goes. Like, so if I'm like, well, if I do get the worst, what I think about is the worst thing that can happen and the best thing that can happen. The best thing is I'm knocking them out cold.
Yep.
So that's great. So, but I think about the worst thing that can happen is me getting knocked down and have to persevere through what just happened, and I kind of run all that through my head and then I let it go, what I'm saying? Because that can always happen at any time, that's just what it is. But anybody can get a lucky shot, anything can happen like that. But for the most part, I got positive vibes, no doubt in my mind because I know I did everything right leading up to the fight, and just ready to execute and terminate this guy.
That's a nice one. Yes.
That's about it.
Biggest weakness. What is it, and what are you doing to overcome it?
My biggest weakness, I have to say, if y'all really want to know it, I have to say it's food.
Fair enough. I'm right there with you.
I'm just being honest. It's not hard.
So there, Antonio?
All right, my bad.
No problem.
It's not hard when I put my mind to it, but I'm like a fat person at heart. You know what I'm saying? I love sweets. I love eating,
You're all shaking our heads. Yes, like,
Oh,
you're in good
yes.
company. Yes, you are in good company here.
Yes, like I like chicken wings. It's like one of my favorite foods is chicken wings. I love those. I got I got my little grill outside. So when I'm really in need and I'm in camp and I'm in need for them, I have to throw them on the grill and eat them. But yeah, man, it's a process. I'm understanding my body now. I had a doctor named Dr. Brandon, man, and I think you know him very well.
He is phenomenal. He does. He certainly
I got
is.
a doctor named Dr. Brandon, man, and I don't like to give all my secrets. I think I'm giving too much. You might have to cut this part. But no, so I did a sensitivity test, man, and he kind of showed me all the foods that I shouldn't eat to have my body inflamed. You get what I'm saying? And when he showed me that was a big game changer. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm eating like how any other boxer eat. You know, hey, egg whites, yogurt, fish, just eating real like tuna, all those things, and it was so hard for me to lose weight. I'm like, fuck, this is crazy. What is going on? He sends me back my sensitivity sheet, egg whites on there, tuna on there,
all the good stuff,
cranberry, beets.
Your body doesn't like it.
I'm like, what is going on? Like, hold up, wait a minute. So when like this last camp, I made the transition, and when I made that transition, man, it just, I felt my body just kind of like soak up, like, you know what I'm saying, like get scrawny, like get real little. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, I'm not feeling no big. I'm not feeling inflamed. My arms ain't looking like fat sausages. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, and like it really helps me a lot. So when I'm training and I'm eating like that, it helps me a lot to change my way of eating. You know, instead of like eating, like I love Oreos too. That's another thing. I mess some Oreos up, kill them. They dead. It's over with. But
send you the keto version then. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Oreos
the
different
keto,
way.
Right? Yeah. I heard there was a little keto. That's a keto snack right now. But yeah, man, it's a good good thing that I'm learning about my body and understanding that, you know, this will keep you younger, this will keep you faster, this will keep you quicker, and this will keep you give you longevity in the sport. You know, not just this sport, but any sport. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I commend anybody to get that sensitivity test. You know, they need to do that. It'll help you a lot.
You got more lab testing about to come your way, so you'll see. It's about to get even better. So don't you worry. You want to take the next level? We're taking the next level with you. Don't you worry.
Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm ready. And we're gonna be ready for you. Just know we're gonna be ready. Yeah.
If you were a superhero, what superhero would you be? As I got autographed photo of Stan Lee over here looking down at us.
Man, that was
over there. Yep.
What superhero
Who would you be?
Man. Jeez. That's a good question. I'll probably be Black Panther. Not just because it's Black Panther, but just because what he was representing at the time. You know what I'm saying? In his superhero days, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably be the Black Panther. But damn, that's a good question. I ain't think of that.
Tell you what, if something else comes to mind, let me go on the road. We'll do this again.
Yeah.
I like the first movie. I got to say, it was a lot better than when he came in on Civil War. So fun movie regardless. So I can definitely see it. So People's Champ, how do all the people get in touch with you if they want to wish you well, ask you questions, get some cool gear? How would they do that?
You can find me on my Instagram at Antonio Tarver Jr., Facebook at Antonio Tarver Jr., Snapchat at Antonio Tarver Jr. But that's about it, man. I'm about to get my website up pretty soon so I can get this T2 merch.
Good.
I'm gonna have hats and his T-shirts and even some shorts and like a whole outfit gear. So, you know, look forward to that. That's coming in the near future. And yeah, man, we just keep supporting me, man. Whenever y'all can, hit me up in my DM if y'all want to have a conversation. Y'all need any advice, I'm here for that. You know, so y'all just pull for me and I'll pull for y'all. Let's go.
Good stuff, and I'll tag and link all that kind of stuff in the show notes and all the feed here. So
absolutely,
it'll be good. Don't go anywhere when we're done here. But Antonio, this has been fun and an absolute pleasure here on a Friday to hang out with you and podcast and just talk sport.
Man,
so
thank you,
very
Jim.
much.
I appreciate it, Jim. It was a pleasure doing this podcast with you, and you know, hope we do many more of these. And whenever you want me here, I'm here for you. So just hit me up, man. Let me know. I got you.
Appreciate it, Antonio. Xander, man, you got anything?
No.
Nada? All right.
No, until I step by. All right, baby. See you later, bro.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.